Hi everyone, and welcome to my weekly tarot card reading for all zodiac signs. I put the sign I'm reading at the top of the video so you can easily scroll through and find the sign you're looking for. Now remember, this is a general reading, though I sometimes get specific messages for someone who needs to hear them, so be patient, as some weeks may resonate for you and others may not. I'd also recommend looking at both your sun and ascendant sign, if you know what that is. Also, this is a great opportunity to try and use your own intuition when I show the cards, to see what message you get for yourself. It's great practice. For that, I'd recommend pausing the video and sitting quietly to see what resonates for you when you're looking at the cards. I'd love to hear what comes up for you, so let me know in the comments below. Okay. Let's get started. Okay, let's get started for this week's tarot card reading for all the zodiac signs. And this week I am using the Dreaming Way tarot deck. And let's get started with Aries. Let's see what we have going on for you, Aries, this week. Okay, Aries, there's something this week about you wanting to get your way. I'm feeling it in regards to either partnership or in your job. Something's happening where you can't seem to get what you want this week. I'm really feeling like that, and I feel like you want to run away from it because you know something isn't right, or there's something that you want you can't get, and so you're just going to go do it anyway. That's what I'm feeling. You're going to go do it anyway. Because if there's something that you're working out with your partner or you want to do something, I'm just going to use an example here. If you guys have different opinion on where to go to vacation, for example, you really have your heart set on something, you're going to make plans to do it anyway, with or without this person. That's just one example, just to give you an idea of the energy, because I'm feeling this digging in your heels this week. Aries, you're digging in your heels because somebody else that you're encountering or is in your life is not in agreement with what you want to do. And you can't understand why they can't meet you on this subject or whatever this is that you want to do. And I feel like it has to do with something that you want to do. And they're saying, absolutely not. I don't agree with it. I don't think we should do that, etc., etc. And I feel like there's this, is it spitefulness? I can't understand the energy I'm feeling, but it's like, yeah, well, it doesn't matter, I'm doing it anyway. That's the feeling I'm getting from you. And because I'm feeling this energy with another person, I feel like it could apply in work as well. Because there's something going on where maybe it's a boss or a colleague doesn't agree with you, and there's something you really have your eyes set on. I don't want to call it stubborn energy because you are very confident in what you want, and it means a lot to you. And whatever this is, so if it is in a work situation and you are really hell-bent on doing something and you know that it's right, you have, whether you have all the data to back it up or there's reasons that you have that you want to do XYZ, whatever that is for you. Again, this is a general reading, so I really want to just focus on the energy that I'm feeling here because it's going to apply differently to each person. This is not a personal reading, but the energy that I'm picking up here is all about you really going after what you want, but in spite of what someone else disagrees with. You're just going to handle it, you're going to do it, and it doesn't matter. And again, in a partnership, if your partner is having a different opinion than you really want to do something. And you'd love to do it as a team or together. But if that's not the case, it doesn't matter. You're going to go do it. If there's weekend plans with your partner and you differ in what you want to do, you're going to just go do it anyway. And I'm focusing on vacation and plans because it's action oriented. It could also be around your home. So if there's something that you think needs work on in your home, or there's a fix-it project and your partner is saying, no, let's not spend the money on this. I don't think it's wise. There's this disagreement, but from your point of view, Aries, you're like, we really need to do this and I'm going to get it done. And you're ready to face the consequences. That's what I'm feeling here, is whatever this is for you, Aries, you're ready to face the consequences because it's that important to you. And it's okay. It's okay. You're gonna just move ahead. And, it may cause a little disturbance for a while. Someone may get hurt at what you just did in spite of what their feelings were. But there's something driven. You're driven on this particular thing. Same in work. You may be involved in a team and somebody is in disagreement. Could even be your boss, but it's the right thing to do. And it's driving you forward. There's this big push. I'm feeling this big push of energy to make something happen in spite of what other people think. So overall, Aries, this is the energy I'm getting for you this week. And you're very determined. So I would say determined. You're going to make it happen. And it's almost like I'm just going to take care of it myself. If no one's going to agree with me, it doesn't matter. Like, to you, it doesn't matter. You don't need another person to make this action happen. You're fine by just doing it on your own. So that's the overall energy. Very, very strong this week, Aries. So I'm curious to hear for individual situations how that applies. Okay, now we are moving on to Taurus. Let's see what we have going on for you, Taurus, this week. Okay, Taurus, this week for you, it's all about decision making. How you're going to head forward, what your plans are going to be moving forward. I feel like some of you, Taurus, you're in a pickle this week as far as how you're emotionally sitting. There's something that has been bothering you, or you're hurt, or you found some new knowledge that wasn't out there before. There's some hurtness I'm feeling, possibly your feelings got hurt, possibly. There's something driving you emotionally that you've decided that it's okay, you just have to move on, whatever this is. So either words have been said to you that maybe bring out insecurities, because I'm feeling that as well. There's an insecurity happening here in regards to someone else. So maybe somebody just didn't say the thing that made you feel better. They told you the truth, and it really bugged you and made you really look into why they had said that, and are they saying the truth? That could have possibly been not the nice thing to say. But the person who has said anything to you, it's not about them, it's about you. So something has been triggered inside of you to release certain feelings, emotional insecurities. That's how I want to phrase this generally for you, is emotional insecurities have been driven up to the surface for you. And I feel like for you, it's really going to make you think about your life in a new way. Think about where you want to go in your life and what you want to do and what's important to you. And if something has happened, it opens your eyes to say, okay, well, I don't want this to happen again. So in order for it not, I either have to disengage with whatever it is in your life that may be bringing this up for you, if it's a person or an action or something in your life that is driving this emotional insecurity. You now have to say, okay, I can't associate with that person because we're not in the same place, or I can't let that person trigger me anymore. And in order to do that, I'm not going to deal with that situation anymore in the same way that I've dealt with it before. That type of thing. So it's about your journey into leveling up your emotional security on how you feel and how you're dealing in the world. I'm feeling this feeling like, you wish everything could be roses sometimes, why can't anything be easier? Because that's what I'm feeling and hearing is, it's like, why just can't life be easier? Why does it have to be always this way? That's the kind of feeling I'm getting from you, Taurus. And for you, it's like, yeah, well, it's not going to be like this. And in order for me to change this, it's up to me. It's not up to me to change someone else. It's up to me to change the way I look at it, the way I function in the world, and what decisions that you need to make, Taurus, in order to change that behavior or change that situation, which in fact, it's changing how you're viewing the world, so it'll change how you react, so that you will be emotionally secure, because it's all about emotional insecurity for you this week. So if you do get triggered and somebody brings out something in you based on their actions or their words, really tap into that, Taurus, this week, and find out, why were you triggered? It's up to you to resolve this, not for you to get angry at another person or get angry at a situation and feel like, why me? Why is this happening? Why is this situation happening to me? I always end up like this. That's what you have to let go of. You have to turn that situation into, why am I getting triggered? Why am I reacting the way I am? And why am I feeling sorry for myself? This is my life. And in order to live your life, how am I going to change it so that I feel better about myself? And that's all within, Taurus. It's not the situation outside, because you could be interacting with completely different people in a completely different environment, and you're still going to be triggered. It doesn't matter. It's up to you to feel secure about how you're moving in the world and what you're allowing and disallowing people to trigger you, if that makes any sense. I feel like it was a little bit of a confusing reading because it was hard for me to put into words, but it's about emotional insecurity and, really leveling up to that. Okay, now we are moving on to Gemini. Let's see what we have going on for you, Gemini. Nope. Okay, Gemini. Very persnickety this week. Okay, Gemini, this is a great week for you. I like this feeling I'm getting a lot. I feel like there's going to be some sort of breakthrough this week for you. So if you are waiting for something to happen or a resolution to occur or a decision to be made, this is the week that it will open up for you. And I feel like I keep hearing the word clearing. I don't know what that means, but it's like I'm using it as, the path is opening for you. It's clearing. There's a clearing happening for you so that you can move forward in the way you want to. Now, for some of you, I'm feeling that there could be an actual birth that's happening, because there are indicators here that are telling me that for some of you, Geminis, if you have been pregnant in the past, you are getting very close to giving birth. And that will be your new opening for you. You will be having someone new in your world, and you're so happy that it's finalized. There's resolution there for you as well. Now, of course, this is a general reading that is not going to be for everybody, obviously. In career, for you, Gemini, if you are wondering about your career, this is a very good indicator of success, of a project that you've been working on to help you be successful going forward. It's like a milestone, because I'm feeling milestone here in regards to career. There is something that is going to leap you into the next level based on what you've created. There's something about something that you've created. Now, creation is so many things. It can be writing, it can be physical creating, it can be, if you're an engineer, an architect, it can be any project that you're creating. It doesn't have to be in the creative field, for example. Creation comes in very many forms, and whatever you have done in the past, you are now going to be recognized for that going forward. So that's really exciting for you. I'm not getting the feeling of partnership here. I'm getting a feeling of just you in how you're being successful in the world. I'm not feeling anything in regards to partnership here this week for you, Gemini. So I feel like your eyes are on the prize as far as your livelihood or what it is that you do in the world and how you are being successful. And you will be successful. And I feel like it's not just success that is just going to come to you easily. This is something that you've worked really hard for. So you deserve this success, whatever that is for you. And I'm feeling like you should be enjoying it. So if this week or in the following weeks something comes up for you, enjoy that success. And I know you will, because I feel this feeling of pride within you, Gemini. It's a really good feeling of pride, and you're being very grateful for just your own endurance in whatever this is that is now coming to fruition. So wonderful reading for you this week, dear Gemini. Okay, now we are moving on to Cancer. Let's see what we have going on for you, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, for anyone out there who is in a relationship or looking for love, this is a very good indicator that your relationship will be very open with your communication this week. You are going to be very connected, but you're connected based on your intellect versus your heart, if that makes sense. You're on the same page this week with how you're communicating with each other, and you're on the same page. You're walking through whatever it is that you're communicating about, and you're in agreement with each other. And it is very even leveled, I feel, in regards to a partnership. If you are looking for love and you're wondering what's going to happen, if you meet someone, you may be connected with someone who you have a good communication with. There will be someone that piques your interest, not necessarily by what they look like or that attraction feeling. The attraction is going to come from the words that they say. And they may say something to you and it makes you do a double take based on what they say. Their humor, it's something like that that would cause the attraction versus a physical attraction. So that is an interesting thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a love life. Like, you might not end up dating this person, but they definitely make you double take. Also, this could apply to your friendships, because there's a big indicator here that talks about how you are communicating with each other and that symbiotic connection you have with another person, which could also be friendship. Somebody in your life that is your friend, you are able to discuss something maybe that you haven't been able to discuss before. But this week in general for you, dear Cancer, this is all about relationships and communication within relationships, and the communication will go really well this week. Things that are said, it's going to be an ease of flow, because I'm feeling that ease of flow in regards to communication. So it's not like there'll be arguments or anything like that. It's all about ease of flow for relationships in communication with you, dear Cancer. Okay, now we're moving on to Leo. Let's see what we have going on for you, Leo. Okay, Leo, for some of you, again, this is a general reading, but I'm picking up here that for some of you, something financially, for your work, for example, it has to connect with finances somehow, is not going right for you. Maybe an investment went wrong, or you didn't get the job you thought you were going to get that possibly would pay more money. There's something financially that you're trying to figure out to make ends meet, because I'm feeling that to make ends meet. There is something that is like a hiccup or an obstacle for you to make ends meet. That's what I keep hearing over and over, is make ends meet. And this is causing you a little upset this week or worry, because you see your future and you know what you want to have, because it's all about the things that you are accumulating in your life to make you feel the way you know you need to feel in this lifetime. So there is a vision that you have for accumulation of wealth. So you may have some vision in your mind of how much money you are going to be making, what you're going to be doing in the world for profession, what that's going to mean for you is in regards to your home or your physical things, a car, or whatever it is you're trying to obtain in your life. And there's some sort of roadblock I'm feeling here financially that it's, to me, it's just gone sideways. It doesn't mean that it's not going to happen. It just means that there's like an obstacle. There's a little bump in the road is what I'm feeling. So if you look at your investments and they're not on the same trajectory that you had envisioned, because I feel like it's something against your plans. Like you have plans on how you're going to get from A to B in your life, and you're cruising down the road going, okay, this is how it's supposed to work out, and then life hits, right? Life doesn't give us what we want when we want it, but I feel like this for you is in order for you to understand the balance of life, that you know that it's not always going to go as fast. If you had a certain timeline to get from point A to point B, that timeline is just going to be extended a little bit. But it's not a major thing. I'm not feeling any major thing. I'm feeling more like, damn. That's what I'm feeling, that feeling of, damn. Oh, geez. Why didn't this happen? Like, oh, that, and that's why I'm feeling like it's like something you looked online for your investments, because like that reaction, it's like, oh. Or maybe you didn't get that promotion you thought you were going to get, somebody else got it, or maybe they pulled the job altogether, and it's that feeling, because I feel that reaction with you, that damn. And then now you're starting to think about, okay, well, if it's not going to happen today, that was my plan. Like you had it all planned out, and, life goes sideways. And, it's something all of us have to understand as humans, that, it's easy to write it down on paper, and it's easy to do, well, not always easy to do the hard work, but, you know what it takes, but then you can't predict other things that are out of your control. So just hang on there this week, dear Leo. It's just a little bump in the road if this does apply to you. Okay, now we're moving on to Virgo. Let's see what we have going on for you, Virgo, this week. Okay, Virgo, for some of you, because right away I'm feeling like for some of you, it's like you're on your own. I don't know what that means. You're on your own to make your own success. I don't know if some of you are younger and you're leaving your house, your family home, because I'm feeling this feeling of, I've got to do this on my own. And it's about how you're moving forward in the world to make a change. There's something about you wanting to make a change, but you know that this is something you have to tackle on your own. I feel like there's some support that is missing, that you don't have this support anymore. I don't know if for some of you, if maybe you lost a father figure or a grandfather figure, or someone is not in your life anymore, and that's maybe why I'm feeling that I'm on my own of leaving the house. Somebody's not around you anymore to help you move forward. You have to do it on your own. You have to take the steps to create your future. It's very much about tying into your own wherewithal, your own strength of how you're going about your future and your world, and how you're going to get to a safer place or a smoother place in your life. But you can't count on someone. There's something about not being able to count on someone, or that someone who supported you emotionally, it's all about emotional support, they're missing. They're not in your life, or they're not near you, or they can't help you for some reason. Maybe there's a situation that you're in right now, Virgo, where the person that you usually go for support is just not available for you emotionally. Or maybe they're going through something on their own. They care about you. They know that you could normally go through them. But in this case, I'm feeling that whatever this is, if this does apply to you, there's something that you have to do on your own. And you're determined, you're going to make it happen. But I feel you figuring out how you're going to go about doing this on your own. Like what plans you have to make to move your life forward. I feel your brain just on overdrive, because it's not that you have to will yourself, it's that you have the will. You just have to figure out what the steps you need to take to make this happen in your life. Whatever that is for you, but the general feeling I'm getting is there's some emotional security from another person is missing in your life. And they could physically be missing. They could have passed away, and you're encountering a situation they used to help you with, or they're just not in your life, or they're away, or they're just not there, but I feel like it's someone, not like another partner. I'm not feeling like you just got divorced or something and you're moving on without this partner. I feel like this is someone older that you used to lean on, because I feel like it's more of a lean on person in your life. There's someone who could kind of carry you emotionally through whatever it was that you needed to figure out. Now you're on your own and you have to move forward and figure it out on your own, and you will. I think this is a great lesson if this does apply to you, because it'll help you gain some much needed backbone and independence in what you need to accomplish in your life, dear Virgo. Okay, now we are moving on to Libra. Let's see what we have going on for you, Libra. Okay, Libra, if you are going through any kind of situation in your life, you're not worried about it. And what I mean by that is I feel like you know that everything's going to be all right. So if there is a complicated situation in your life right now, or something that would cause you worry, I feel like you are not worried, because I know inside you're feeling that things will always work out. You're just feeling like, I know I'll get through this, whatever it is. It's part of it. It's a very mature attitude emotionally for you. I feel like you're really talking yourself into understanding that whatever this is, it's something that's happening and everything will work out in the end. And you know that you'll look back and realize that this was just something that had to happen. I don't know what that is specifically. I'm feeling the energy of yourself and how you're handling this. Now, you may get tripped up because I feel like it's in your mind. Whatever this situation is for you, it's in the back of your mind, but you're trying consciously not to let it bother you, if that makes any sense. So something that you would have reacted with and just gone into a tizzy or, a spiral in regards to something not working out or something not going your way. It's almost like how I sort of feel this Virgo energy in you as well. And then when I say Virgo energy, it's all about, paying attention to all the little details that you did to make, you really think about all the things that would go wrong or what you could have done. But for you, you're realizing that, I gotta let it go. I gotta know that this is just gonna follow the path that it is supposed to be followed, and everything will be all right. And I love this feeling because you're consciously doing that, even though part of you, the old habits are still coming up, because I do feel some old habits peeking through the surface, but you're really consciously trying to prevent that and really taking a broader view into life and your life, and being grateful for everything that you have had and you have created in your life. I feel there's a big gratefulness coming from you. You may even do grateful journals. You are feeling like, look at all that I do have, and not focus so much on the things that maybe you don't have or that isn't working out the way you want it to. You're realizing that, okay, I can't get everything I want, but look at what I do have. So love, love, love this energy for you this week, Libra. It's very mature, emotional energy, and I love the conscientious thinking. Okay, now we're moving on to Scorpio. Let's see what we have going on for you, Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, this is a tough one this week for you. I'm sorry to say, I would love to everybody have this fantastic week, but there is some defeat going on in regards to a situation for you. It's like you're running out of energy in regards to a specific situation. Now, again, this is a general reading. If you've been following me, I really try not to put an actual situation, because it's the energy that I'm feeling, and everybody is feeling this in regards to different situations in their life. So really pay attention to the energy and see if it relates to you. But there is a feeling here for me that I don't want to use the word hopeless, but it's just, I can't do it anymore. That's the feeling I'm getting. If you are having a hard time at work or in a relationship or in regards to a relationship, because I feel like another is involved here, they're either bringing up constantly, it's like you're going around in circles and you want to get off the hamster wheel. That's what I'm feeling like. Just let me off. This isn't working. Whether it's in a relationship or how you're relating to some other person. You can't see eye to eye. The situation isn't moving forward in your relationship. And it's just a struggle right now for you. You're feeling like, I give up. Like, I don't know what else to do. I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried this, I've tried that. I just don't know. And I feel like you're really trying to figure out what that is that you need to do to break this open and make a change so that you're off the hamster wheel, because that's what I keep seeing, and the hamster wheel's going fast, and you just like, get me out of this, because it's the same situation over and over and over and over again, and I'm just tired. I just can't do it anymore. I just don't have the energy to deal with this, because no matter what I do, it's the same outcome. No matter what I do, it's the same outcome. It's that energy that I'm feeling for you, dear Scorpio, this week, and I feel like you're at a loss on how to handle this. Like, I don't know how to move forward. You're looking at all your options and you've covered every single one of them. And I feel like it's in regards to another person. So a relationship, it's a personal relationship. I don't know how else to say it. So that could be your partnership. It could be just a partnership that isn't working. It could be in work, even with a colleague. And maybe you're trying to work with this colleague, and no matter what you do, it's just the same thing. Something isn't happening, and there's a frustration this week from you. And it's a frustration that you just can't even have the energy to try again. I feel like you need to step away from it because it's just really frustrating for you. And it's not helpful because you can't control whatever this is. It's out of your control. I'm feeling that very much. That there's another energy that's controlling this. And it's not particularly their energy, it's just in the greater scheme of things type of thing. I don't know what the advice here is, because all I can feel is this tired, whatever. I feel like you just need to step away from this particular situation and not think about it, not try to do anything. Just step away from it, because I feel like it's not going to be helpful if you do try to do something. Because I feel like there is no answer at this point. It's got to take its natural course, and that doesn't have a timeline, unfortunately. So hang in there, Scorpio, hang in there. This was a really interesting, tough energy for you this week, so hang in there. Okay, now we're moving on to Sagittarius. Let's see what we have going on for you, Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, I feel like for you, there's something that you're contemplating this week, Sagittarius, for you. I feel like it has to do with job. There is something that is related to what you do in the world. And I feel like there's a decision about how you're earning your money for some reason. For you, it's all about what should be the outcome of how you're handling yourself in the world. Should you be doing what you're doing, or should you be doing something else? I really feel like it's that higher level thinking from you, Sagittarius, in order to view your life from up above. As they say, 30,000 feet. You're really looking at your life trajectory and how you are showing up in the world. And what decision do you need to make about your life to make it all work for you, both financially and gratification? Because I feel like that's what you're weighing. The gratification you get from doing what you're doing in your job or your career or whatever it is, or however you show up in your life, and also how you're going to make ends meet as far as financially, that you're going to have enough coming in. And also the third thing I'm feeling here is the skills that you have to date. You're really reviewing your skills set and figuring out with the skills that you have today, what are your options? Are there other options for you if you get more education or if you work for a different type of company? Is there a better growth path for you? So very intensively looking at your career options this week and really trying to balance both the gratification you're getting from your position as well as your financial means. It's all about that for you. And that is a strong message that's coming through. And just weighing what the decision should be. So, but that's pretty heavy. This is a kind of a heavy week for everyone, I think. This is draining me. We're on the next one we're going on is Capricorn. Let's see what we have going on for you, Capricorn, for this week. Yep, that one has to come out. Okay, Capricorn, some of you, I think I'm feeling that I might have told you about maybe relationships. I think last week you were observing a relationship or something your partner was doing. For some of you, Capricorns, this week it might be the final thing that you say, you know what, I love you, but this isn't the type of relationship I want to be in. There's something that's ending in the relationship. But it's not a feeling of anger between you. It's just, if you are parting with someone, it's parting in a loving way. It's saying, you know what, this isn't the type of relationship I deserve or I want to be in anymore, because there's something that's not satisfying you in a way that you thought a partner would do. And there is some sort of ending here in regards to that. It's also being brave about you being in the world on your own. So I'm also feeling there was another sign, and I don't know, as I say, I just really focus in on what I'm reading at the current time. I have no memory of what I said before, unfortunately, but I do recognize that I did say something to another sign earlier on about being brave on your own. So check that out if it does apply in your zodiac signs, whether it's your ascendant or your sun. But it is about you just finishing a chapter and moving forward into a new chapter. I feel like this has to do with relationship first and foremost, love relationship. But it can also be in your career as far as a new chapter is happening for you as far as moving to the next level. But if it is, it's something that you're not familiar with. You're put in a situation in work where they've given you a new title and it's a totally different type of experience that you're going to be having. You may be dealing with new people. It's putting you in a position where you've got to hurry up and figure it out, really, because the boat is driving, and, you know, in work, you're just not going to have the luxury of learning about it and, you know, studying or kind of coming up through the ranks. You've been put into a position. So I feel it both ways here. I feel it if a relationship doesn't apply to you as far as, you know, ending a certain chapter in your life. It is about starting something new or ending a chapter in your work and moving ahead. And I feel like you already know what that is if this does apply to you, but you're going to be just thrown into it and you're just going to have to figure it out. You may have been put in a leadership position that you've always wanted to be in, because I feel like it's something that you've wanted to be in, but it's like a babe in the woods. You know, you don't have the experience behind you to help you make decisions based on prior experience. You're just going to have to figure it out, and you will. I feel like you'll do very well. And again, in regards to a relationship, if you are ending a relationship, I feel like you're going to do really well moving forward and into this next chapter of your life. But overall, it's about your next chapter in life, dear Capricorn. Okay, now we are moving on to Aquarius. So what we have going on for you, Aquarius, for this week. Okay, Aquarius, for some of you, I feel like if you have been separated from a love, I don't feel like it's someone, if you're married, I feel like this doesn't apply to you, but I just have to say this because it came up right when I put down the cards. For some of you who have maybe been dating or just in a casual way, or somebody that you've just had some fun with, I feel like they're coming back to you. They might have not called you for a while, or they just kind of disappeared. I feel like they're on their way back and they'll be contacting you again. But I don't feel like you don't know this. Whatever they're doing or why they're not calling you, you already know that they're going to be calling you. It's just a waiting game. You know they like you and they will be reaching out again. And so you're just kind of hanging out. You know that they can't get anyone better than you at this point. There's a great connection with you guys, with the both of you, and you know that. So you're not worrying about this person not calling you. You know that they will be back. So I just have to confirm that if that is something that applies to you, Aquarius, that is a message for you. But generally for you, I feel like Aquarius, there's something happening with you where it's like a waiting game for someone to fess up or tell you something or communicate to you. There is something inside you that knows that the answers that you need will be given to you. It's not like you're looking for the answers or you're trying to solve something. There's no action needed on your part, interestingly enough, and you know that. It's like a waiting game. You just have to kind of sit back and you know that whatever that you need to hear, because I feel like it has to do with communication. Whatever you need to hear, the words, the information. If you're looking for information, you don't have to search for the information. The information is going to come to you. You just have to wait it out. It's the waiting game. That's what I'm feeling, this waiting game here. And you will get the information you need, and you know that it will just show up when you need it. So if you are awaiting something, it will come to you. And it's going to come to you. You're not going to go searching for it. I don't feel like you're going to be looking anything up or trying to get the information from another person. You know that person, and I kept hearing fess up, so that person, if you're waiting to hear something, they will come to you with it, and you know that. So just hang on, and I feel like I don't even need to tell you that because you know they're going to come to you with whatever information you're looking for. Okay, now we are moving on to Pisces. What do we have going on for you, Pisces, for this week? Okay, Pisces, I feel like you're waiting for something in regards to a job, a promotion. There's something that you need, whether you're looking to collect something, because I feel collection energy here, like you're trying to acquire something. Maybe you are a collector and you're trying to acquire something. Maybe you're looking for that next thing that you don't have in your collection. Very, very specific. So obviously this is a specific message for one person who falls upon this reading. But there is a collector out there who is looking to acquire something in their collection. And you don't have it yet, and it's kind of bothering you because you're so close. Like, I feel like you're so close to completing this collection, but you don't know where to look to find this. It's like it's got to be completed. Now, as a general reading for everybody else, it is all about completing something in your life that is incomplete. There is something in your life that is like an arm's length away, I'm feeling. Like it's just where you can't reach it, you know, it's just beyond arm's length is actually what I want to say. So you're trying to reach for something, but it's just a little bit further than you can reach. And I feel like it's something tangible in your life, whether it's a home that you're looking for, and maybe you found a home that you really like, but it's just that much out of your price range that you can't afford it, but it's so close. But you know that if you did take it, you would be in debt more than that you could handle, and you don't want to disrupt your life like that. If it is something you're trying to purchase, because I feel it's very tangible, there's something you want. I feel like it's a thing that you're looking to acquire. And it's weird because it's whatever this thing is that you're trying to acquire, it will make you feel whole or complete, or I don't know, you're associating status with this particular thing in your life. If it is moving to a new neighborhood so that your kids can go to a special school, that type of thing. Whatever this tangible thing, it's connected to a status of some sort. If it's a car, it's taking you up to that next status. Whatever it is, but it's tangible. It depends on your life. I don't know, this is a general reading, but all I can tell you is it's tangible. That's why I think collector was so strong when I dropped the cards, was because it's like something you have to have in order to feel complete. It's something that you have to have in order to feel complete, but you're just not there yet. And don't rush it, Pisces. Don't let it affect yourself and your value of self-worth, because I feel like it's connected a bit to self-worth, and if you don't have it, you're feeling a little empty. But you have to understand that they are just things, and it's how you feel inside with your own self-worth is how you're going to appear in the world. And it's how you approach the world. Do you deserve a lot? And human nature really plays games with that self-worth for the majority of the public. That's why there's only so very few people that have accumulated such wealth, because there's something about human nature that always makes us feel less than, and it could be all kinds of experiences we have. But connecting it to a tangible item isn't going to make you feel any better. It's all about how you feel within yourself and how you approach the world, and that is going to bring you tangible things. They'll just show up for you. So for you this week, Pisces, it's really looking at your own self-worth and how you're valuing yourself in the world in spite of what you have. In spite of what you have. And those words sound easy, but it is not an easy journey. So just really kind of pay attention to that, Pisces. It's coming up. That's something you need to look at this week, and realize that thing that you're looking for is not going to change how you feel about yourself in any regards. So just think about that, dear Pisces. All right, everyone, another great week for reading. I feel like some of it was a little heavy for me. I'm kind of drained this week, so I hope you all have a good week and learn a lot and grow, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye-bye.